Just brought home a new kitten? Then you probably already know that one of the first items on your to-do list needs to be their vaccinations. But why is getting your cat vaccinated so important? What ones do they need and when? I'm gonna talk you through all these questions and more in this video guide. Now, vaccinations help protect your kitten from serious and potentially fatal infectious diseases. Mainly given in injection form, they work by stimulating their immune system to produce antibodies that can then fight off these potential infectious invaders. By making sure your new cat has all the recommended vaccines and keeping up with their boosters, you're not only safeguarding the health of your own pet, but you're also helping protect others as well. The vaccinations that your kitten needs may vary depending on where you live, whether you travel with your pet, and also what kind of exposure they have to other animals. Now, there's gonna be some common vaccines that most pets should receive, so let's go over that schedule in order. Your kitten should generally be given their first round of vaccines around the time of 8 weeks of age. And in the UK, this typically includes an initial course for a group of common respiratory diseases, as well as one that can significantly impact the immune system. The first vaccine is typically a combination of our common infectious respiratory viruses in cats and includes protection against these 3 diseases. The first is feline herpes virus 1, which is also known as feline infectious rhinotracheitis. The second is feline calicivirus, and the third is feline panleukopenia virus. Now, all of these viruses are spread via infected bodily fluids such as saliva or nasal discharge, and they're often rapidly spread in high volume, low ventilation environments directly from cat to cat, but can also be passed via contaminated surfaces and objects. Now, the second vaccine is for feline leukemia virus, or FELV for short. This is a very serious incurable virus that can significantly impact the immune system, affecting your cat's ability to fight off infection. Eventually, this can have some really serious health consequences for your cat and sometimes causes cancer to develop down the line. FELV is most common in unvaccinated outdoor cats and spreads through contact via infected bodily fluids like saliva, urine, feces, and nasal discharge, so this is always recommended for young outdoor cats to be. Kittens are extremely susceptible to contracting the virus, but cats of any age can become infected, and one of the most common ways we see this being transmitted is between biting and fighting of cats outside. Depending on your kitten and your vet's recommendations, each illness requires 2, sometimes 3 vaccinations, usually given 3 to 4 weeks apart. After that, your cat will need a round of boosters at the 1-year mark, and then a booster every 1 to 3 years after that, depending on things like their risk level and their lifestyle. For our UK cats, those are our key vaccinations, and they'll be fully protected against these a few weeks after the second shot and their initial boosters. However, for cats living outside of or traveling outside of the UK, rabies vaccinations are usually highly recommended or legally required. Now, this will be given when your cat is over 12 weeks of age, with a booster 1 year later. After this, a booster every 1 to 3 years is needed, depending on the product used to stay protected. Remember, if you live in the UK, it's only a requirement to have your cat vaccinated against rabies if you wish to travel abroad with them. Remember, until your new cat has completed their vet-recommended course of vaccinations, they ideally should not be going outside or coming into contact with potentially unvaccinated kitties. It's all to help keep both your cat and others safe.